long time ago, on the continent of Arana, the once magnificent empire of stars had crumbled into oblivion, paralyzed by its own power-hungry legions, and torn asunder by an ancient and merciless evil. But the 10th Legion, the dying empire's most valiant soldiers and most trusted, withdrew far to the west to a land called Ebb, seeking to preserve what their empire had lost. Here, in the rugged mountains and the rich valleys of their new home, they founded the Kingdom of Ebb, a kingdom that has embraced peace and freedom for 300 years. But there was a price. Few now remember the evils that opposed them. Fewer still could recall the dark sorceries cast to save them. And none could foretell that the arrival of one humble farmer from the fields would stand between a vengeance from the past and the survival of the kingdom.
Heroes. We all need heroes, children. Now more than ever. It's a good fight they're fighting, and they're doing it on behalf of all of us. But the equestrian wasteland is hard on heroes. No, it's brutal to them. It beats them down, it tears them apart. Eventually, every hero falls. Inevitably, every hero falls. Now listen close, children. Horses ain't machines from the equestrian robotics factory. Heroes are ponies, just like us. Doing the things that we should be doing because there ain't no pony us doing them. The true mark of a hero is not that they never fail, never fall down. I've said it 100 times and I'll say it again. The one great truth of the wasteland is that every pony has done something they regret. No, you know a true hero by what they do after they fall. By the way they pick themselves back up again, shake themselves off, and throw themselves back into that good fight, despite what they've done, and despite the bleak prospects of a happy ending. Sad truth is, most heroes don't survive, or they become overwhelmed by the cruelty and despair, and disheartened, they give up. But in the Stable Dweller, in the Bringer of Light, I've seen a hero of an entirely new tier. I was convinced, I still am convinced, that this heroine will never surrender to the wasteland and never give up. There is, however, one other fate that may befall heroes. When the horrors and the pain of the equestrian wasteland become too much for them, they can snap. They can turn into the very monsters they choose to fight. Sadly, children, it can happen to the very best of us. Even Fluttershy had her Gardens of Canterlot. Now, we don't know if that's what happened to our heroine of the wasteland, or if there's more to the story than we've been told. We just don't know. But I can tell you this. The pony who first reported the slaughter at Arbu was from Buckland Cross. Now, that's a Steel Ranger stronghold, and I've got my reasons to take a critical eye to what they have to say. So I started doing some digging, and I started digging by trying to contact a gal I know at Buckland Cross, Riverseed, a trustworthy pony. Turns out she ain't there anymore. No pony is. Buckland Cross, where our witnesses of the Arbu massacre claim to be from, is dead. Completely wiped out. Now, children, I know this looks bad. 2 communities in the vicinity of our heroine just wiped out. I'm still holding on to hope, but I'd be remiss if I didn't send out a word of warning, just on the chance that the equestrian wasteland's facing a whole new kind of dark. So if you see a band of well-armed ponies, including a Pegasus and a zebra headed your way, or a Pegasus-pulled passenger wagon flying nearby, until we know better, you best be someplace else. But if the Stable Dweller should come to your door, don't lock it. Because if our hopes are true, then she's in more need of our help, and in more need of our support right now than ever before. And if our fears are true, then, well, children, she might just see that locked door as a challenge.